Tonight, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Lamar Jack.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. It's the Mississippi State product at quarterback. Calling the shots will be Dak Prescott.
I loved our discussion this week. You know, we had our weekly phone call to talk about our game coming up. And we had to reflect on the fact that he won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award last week, yet his team lost. You don't see that very often.
No, I know a lot of people dislike that, but when you look at the numbers across the conference from last week, he was clearly the best. So I say the award goes to him, and it did.
Yeah, I agree with you totally. He was so good, they just couldn't ignore him.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3-and-out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, where was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that fast.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Number 8, Lamar Jackson trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll try and start this drive in the air. On target to his man, Likely. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Now the first carry for Zach Moss. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. They'll run with Gibson. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And it helps him move the sticks. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. The Ravens at 5-4 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Throwing out left and finding Likely. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W. But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibbs stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now Prescott. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
Right. What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Jackson on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Jerry Tillery running in there and setting him down. They were trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well read, because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback. When he's got no blocking in front of him, his guys are just going to let defenders go, and they're coming for him. So if it's not there, you just got to throw the ball at the turf at your running back's feet.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Jackson. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. On second down, a run with Gibson. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. On first down, right back to Gibson. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll drop to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Aiden Hutchinson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
If you rank one from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, one from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 and 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the 31, Prescott. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Jackson's throw is on target to Likely. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's second and a yard. Jackson. That's complete to Troutman, right side. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run the option left. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Jackson going to hold on to it again. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is Jackson. Right side, there's Likely with it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Here's Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Gibson will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to have a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 2nd down, Prescott again. He finds his man, complete. That's Gibbs. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Prescott. He's got this, complete to Williams. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs taken down at the 42. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibbs. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They were winners over the Jets a week ago, and they are in the driver's seat right now as well. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He will find his man Chase complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Alex Highsmith, his 2nd sack of the night. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They're going to look to throw. That one complete to Hill. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. And Detroit getting set to go now. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Prescott off play action. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Ravens ready to take over. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. But, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's Jackson. Finds his man over the middle. It's Likely.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Jackson. Throw left side, taken in by Hill.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route, the drag, and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Complete to Likely. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. 2nd down and 5. Back to the ground with Gibson.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he will have a Ravens first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Yep. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. He finds his man complete. That's Gibbs. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. On 2nd and 10, Prescott steps away to his left. It's Williams on the catch. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. This one left side caught by Gibson. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now Jackson on 1st down.
Back to Gibson and another catch for him.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They go play action with Jackson. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. Good matchups all up and down the schedule there. We'll highlight the one in Cincinnati. A big test coming up for the Bengals as they'll match up against the Cleveland Browns. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well. One being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. And then finally a good one on Sunday night between the Buffalo Bills and the New Orleans Saints. In the game you're watching, you've seen a strong first half out of Dak Prescott. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Once more, Gibson.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now it's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Hill.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
A give running right, Moss.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now it's Jackson. He is going to find Hill here. And it's going to be another 1st down as they get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. 15 yards there for number 15.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll run on 1st down with Moss.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Jackson now.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
On 1st and 10, Prescott.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Prescott on 1st down. Well, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
23 yards on the play. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Forced out to his left.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Throwing, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Gibbs.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Prescott looks to throw on first. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. From the 24, Prescott.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Elliott is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
They'll give this to Moss running right. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Jackson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So here are the Lions to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. A first down throw for Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Gibbs. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown.
But the offense, they'd really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker, partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
Tucker now for the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibbs, 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibbs. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Prescott now.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to break our fourth quarter tie. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moss.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down.
They'll try and run for this with Moss.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Tucker's kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. Well, not too long ago, Charles, that would have been a new NFL record. But instead, it's shy of setting the record, which is 66, but still from 65 away, one of the longest kicks in league history.
And that puts him in elite company in the NFL. Only a few have ever even attempted that, let alone put it through the post. How about his moment? It came together for him, and he delivered.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
Prescott's throw complete there to St. Brown.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action now, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Prescott. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Prescott. It's caught. Mitchell.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Looking to throw. Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Big 3rd down. A field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. To throw is Prescott.
That's caught. He finds Danny Gray.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
First down, Prescott. And incomplete.
He was looking that time for Jamison Williams.
But it'll be 2nd down. Prescott to throw it. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Yetur Gross-Matos
coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
So 3rd down, and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer.
That's complete left side to Gray.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming from the left hash mark. This a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22.
They'll start on the ground with Moss.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here's Jackson to throw. Finds his man over the middle. It's likely.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
3rd down. Here's a run by Moss.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Lions will take over.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Now Prescott.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 1st down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Up the middle they go. Gibbs. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Meeting the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Here's Prescott. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. Past the 20. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So Dak Prescott in the offense. Down 27-20, a little under a minute 50 remaining. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down.
Here's Dak.
Looking middle, and that's complete. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now.
Prescott.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Now Prescott. Connects with Peoples-Jones.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game.
And that's caught by Williams. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Now Dak.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Here's Prescott.
He finds his man, complete. That's Gibbs. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
To throw, Prescott. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
A CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough for him to get there and take it away.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
On second down, here's a run with Moss.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
They'll go again here with Moss.
And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Baltimore, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Detroit, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.